Welcome back to the Stovetop. I call this video outside of my comfort zone because I'm definitely outside of my element, outside of my comfort zone. I'm going to try 3 beers that I've never had before. 3 beers that I wouldn't be looking for. 3 beers that are of a type that I just don't really care for. 2 of them are stouts, and guys, I just don't like stouts. They don't taste good to me. They just don't. And 1 is a lager, and although I like lagers, it's a German lager. And I've had German beer before, and it's been pretty good, but with German beer, you just don't know what you're going to get. It's not quite the same as American or Mexican lagers. But a friend of mine gave me these 3 beers and asked me to do a review video on them, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. In between beers, I'm going to have 3/4 of a shot of whiskey in order to cleanse the palate. I'll try to be objective on this. I'll try to be open-minded, but honestly, I'm not looking forward to trying these beers out. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Temptress Imperial Milk Stout. Now, Milk Stout makes me think of Milk Plus from Clockwork Orange, so hopefully this stuff doesn't make me violent or something else like that. I don't even know what a Milk Stout is. Now, this is made by Lakewood Brewing Company in Texas, and it's 9.1% alcohol by volume. I'm starting with the strongest stuff. So, I'm going to go ahead and get out my K-Bar bottle opener because I'm sure this isn't a twist-off. No, it isn't. It's got a maroon label with a silhouette of a young lady, I'll say. Temptress Imperial Milk Stout. Alright, so let's go ahead and take off the cap. It smells like regular old beer. Let's try it out. Yeah, that's a stout. Okay. So I've had beer stronger than this before, believe it or not, and it tastes like tree bark. If you've ever smacked your face into a North Carolina pine tree, that's what I mean by tree bark. If you haven't, you should really try it. Yeah, you won't ever want to do that again. So the alcohol content is probably part of the reason it tastes so strong, but it's tree bark. It is. I could drink this though. Now, part of the reason that it's a little bit easier for me to down this is because I've had beer like this before and I can man up and handle it. The other reason is I've been drinking whiskey all night, so my tolerance for new alcohol or alcohol that doesn't taste as appealing to me has diminished. I'm trying to do this review at the optimum time. The beer is thick and it's heavy, but it's smooth, if that makes any sense. I've had beers that kind of taste light, they taste watery, not necessarily watered down, but watery, and other beers kind of taste a little bit thick, not quite like syrup, maybe more towards the consistency, the thickness there. So that's what I'm getting off of the Temptress Imperial Milk Stout. So let me go ahead and do a shot. I'm putting it in front of the camera here so you can see I'm being objective. Okay, that definitely cleansed the palate. So now we're going to go with the Stockyard Oatmeal Stout. Now this might actually be good because I have recently had some oat whiskey and that was pretty good. But it is a stout, so it's hard to say what it'll be like. So this is, I guess, available at Trader Joe's, at least according to the internet. I don't go to Trader Joe's very often. Actually, I think the only time I've really gone there is for 3 Buck Chuck, which is some pretty good wine, by the way. There is one about 25 minutes away from me to the east, so I could go get this if that's where it's available at, but I just typically don't go there. What else did I find online here? It's made by Hofbräuhaus Brewing out of San Jose, California, and it's 5.2% alcohol by volume. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and use my Millspin AK Silhouette bottle opener because, yeah, I was pretty sure about that. It's not a twist off. Now, this has got kind of a maroon colored label as well. It says Stockyard. It's got a black and white picture of a gentleman here. Stockyard Oatmeal Stout. And a bunch of language there that underneath that I can't read without my reading glasses, so I'm not even going to bother. Alright. Now this smells like European beer to me. Yeah, okay. This ought to be interesting. Okay. If I had to compare it to the Temptress, it's got more of a tree bark taste, but this is light. This is, the consistency is light. It's the consistency of like a Pilsner type beer. All right, it's not thick, but the taste is also really light too. So if you knew somebody who didn't like stouts and they're like, man, if this is all you got to drink, I'll drink it, they'd probably be able to handle it just fine without having some whiskey in advance. It's not bad. It finishes really smooth. Actually, it finishes with no aftertaste. So it might shock somebody who's never had European beer or some really, really strong beer. But yeah, I could handle this. I don't really want to say it, but I suppose if I was going to Trader Joe's for some $3 chuck, I might pick this up. Alright, so oh wait, cleanse the palate again, some more whiskey. Guys, I want you to know I do this for you. What I do is I try these things out. I give you my opinion based off of my experience, my palate, and although my sense of smell really doesn't help me with the reviews, my experience, I think, kind of does. So if you're looking to try something different and you're watching my Cocktails with Squib videos, hopefully, you know, I take one for the team on this, and I help you out if you're looking just to try something new, something different. We're going to go with the Hofbräuhaus Original. Now, this is from Munich, Germany. It's a lager, and it's 5.1% alcohol by volume. So, once again, let's go ahead and give it a twist-off test. No, it's not. I don't know what it is, why they don't make everything twist-off, but hey, whatever. Alright, so we'll get the K-Bar bottle opener here. Alright. Alright, so it smells like a lager. Let's go ahead and try it out. I would compare that to Corona Premier with water in it. Honestly, that's weak. Now, maybe it's just because I just had these stouts and they're a bit stronger. I mean, the Stockyard is only 0.1% stronger, but yeah, if you've had Corona Premier, put some water in the beer. That's what this tastes like. I'm not saying it's bad. If you don't like, I don't want to say strong beer. I guess if you drink really light beer and somebody gave you this, you'd probably be fine with it. If anything, you'd say, who watered down the beer? I mean, it tastes like a lager. It finishes up with a little bit of an aftertaste, but yeah, that's not what I was expecting from German beer. I guess it's because I'm used to drinking it by the yard. It's not bad. I would definitely drink this. If somebody offered me this. Actually, out of the three, the only one I might want to start off with something else is the Temptress. But these other two, yeah, they're fine. I don't think they really taste that great. Actually, all three of them don't taste that great. But everybody's palate is different. Some people, you start drinking this, you get used to it, you really like it. So if I were to be objective about the three of these as advice to somebody looking to try them out or looking for something different, I would say that if you are used to Pilsners and lagers, that the Stockyard and the Hofbräuhaus Original would probably be a little bit more palatable than the Temptress. But overall, if you drink beer and hard liquor with equal vigor, I don't know what the word is, then you could probably handle any of these. I don't really think they're that great. I do appreciate the fact that my friend gave these to me to try out. I haven't let them get heat pasteurized or anything else like that. I got them cold. I kept them cold. I'm drinking them cold. And they are refreshing. They're not bad, but I can tell you that some of the really picky people probably would not like these. Then again, those who have a taste for stouts might like the two stouts. That's something I've noticed. IPA guys and stout guys are hardcore. They like what they like. And even though I might not really care for it, it's not bad stuff. It really isn't. There's a craft, there's an art to making this. And we all tend to gravitate towards what we like. I can tell you that I don't regret trying these out, and I will finish them off, but these might not be for everybody. So hopefully this review has kind of given you an idea from somebody who likes Pilsners and somebody who appreciates a good whiskey. That's about the best I can describe my perspective reviewing these three. They're not as bad as I thought they'd be. Thanks for watching.